Tonight, a Bay Area woman who's grieving the loss of her husband and two sons says she is thankful for a judge's decision that the man accused of their murders will stand trial for the killings. Many say the killings never would have happened if the accused had been deported instead of given sanctuary under a now discontinued San Francisco policy. KTVU's John Sasaki has our report.
After what was likely the longest year of her life, a San Francisco mother got the news today she was hoping to hear. Danielle Bologna, who lost her husband and two of her sons last June, avoided the media, but she was still clearly relieved.
The judge's decision today was correct on the evidence presented over 2 weeks at the preliminary hearing. Now it's time to go on to trial.
A murder trial for 22-year-old Edwin Ramos. The reputed gang member from El Sobrante is accused of shooting to death 48-year-old Tony Bologna and two of his sons, 20-year-old Michael and 16-year-old Matthew. On this final day of Ramos's preliminary hearing, Judge Terry Jackson decided Ramos must stand trial for the triple slaying on June 22, 2008. Ramos's attorney argued an associate of Ramos, Wilfredo Reyes, was the gunman.
They don't have the gun, they don't have the shooter. And even if they believe my guy is the shooter, which he is not, wouldn't you look for someone else that was in the vehicle with him? Wouldn't you? He's a witness. If he's not a perpetrator, then he's a witness.
The judge didn't buy that argument, instead believing the third Bologna brother, Andrew, who survived the shooting and identified Ramos as the killer. Afterwards, Ramos's attorney said she was not surprised that he was held over for trial.
It's a horrible incident. A woman lost her husband, and her babies, her youngest one and her oldest son. I mean, I think that's, and you got this guy, huh? He says, yeah, I was in the car. What do you think's gonna happen?
The judge found there is probable cause for trial after hearing from a San Francisco police gang expert and from Ramos himself. Ramos admitted, among other things, that he shaved his head and his mustache after the shooting.
It's a terrible crime, and now we need to go to the next phase.
Ramos will stand trial on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Danielle Bologna, the mother and wife of the victims, cried after the hearing and said repeatedly, "Thank you, God. Thank you, God." She declined to speak with the media. This case has been mired in controversy surrounding Ramos's status as an illegal immigrant. Many believe he should have been deported long ago after committing crimes as a juvenile. San Francisco has since decided to hand over illegal juvenile offenders to federal immigration authorities. In San Francisco, I'm John Sasaki, KTVU Channel 2 News.